X-23 Deadly Regenesis number 2 was published few days ago with this impressive cover showing X-23 fighting a new opponent known as the Haymaker. In book number 1, Laura Kinney, aka X-23, arrives in Minneapolis, recalling how she has been many things in this short life. As one of the X-Men and also an enemy of the X-Men, she left the X-Men to find out her true identity without a master. Suddenly, she smells smoke and blood in the air and rushes after the fire engine to the area where a huge building is on fire, remarking that she must do what the firefighters can't. She jumps into the building and saves an old woman on a wheelchair. She lifts the woman and leaps out of the building, still recalling how she was created to be a weapon and to be the unthinkable. But this is not one of those times, not when there are people in danger. Laura gets back into the building to save a firefighter who is stuck on the 6th floor. She can hear his heartbeat getting weaker and there is much ground to cover and he is running out of time. She finally finds the firefighter and frees him, then takes him out of the building, telling the other firefighters that he needs medical assistance. Laura gets severely burned but heals shortly after. The media wants to interview Laura to ask her a few questions, but she doesn't like talking with the press and tells the reporter to leave her alone. Meanwhile, in a hidden base in Chicago, Kimura has been looking for Laura and finally locates her. She says that a guy whose name is Jordan will be happy to know that they have finally found her. In the prep room, Jordan gets an injection of a boosting formulation, which gives him extraordinary powers with fewer side effects. Kimura then joins Jordan and takes him for a walk in the base. She tells him that he made the boss very happy and that he doesn't care about money as much as he cares about results and loyalty. Kimura tells Jordan that his fighting career was in trouble when she found him, but Jordan says that this is not his problem, as his brother Drew got mixed up with some bad people trying to protect him. Kimura tells Jordan to relax and says that they both know who is really responsible for what happened that night. She also tells him to save his wrath for the ring and to go kick some ass, and that she has a surprise for him later. Jordan defeats his opponent while Kimura contacts her boss and informs him that they have found Laura. They don't have her exact location yet, but the drones are in the last known area. She also says that they are sending an asset tonight, referring to Jordan, and that he is one of their best. The boss then tells Kimura to make sure not to harm Laura. After winning the match, Jordan gets back into the locker room to find Kimura waiting for him. She tells him that he did great in the ring and that they have found Laura. Jordan says that he has waited a long time for this moment to avenge the death of his brother Drew, who was killed by Laura. Before taking off, Kimura tells Jordan to bring Laura alive, as the boss has plans for her and Kimura also has some unfinished business with her. She then gives him a utility belt equipped with special gas to weaken Laura and tells him to dose her more than once and to keep his mask on, as it will affect him too. Jordan then arrives in the location and lands where Laura has been targeted. He throws the gas tube at her, but she destroys it immediately, only to be affected by the gas, which disables her ability to heal. Laura, however, doesn't retreat and decides to stay and fight. Wearing a unique costume, Jordan confronts Laura and tells her that he is the Haymaker and that he wants to kill her. Laura tells Jordan that he can't hope to win this fight and retracts her claws because she doesn't want to hurt him. Jordan tries to punch Laura, who manages to evade his blow, punching the light pole instead and causing it to almost fall down on the bystanders, revealing superhuman strength. Laura, however, rips the pole into pieces and saves the innocents. Making use of her distraction, Jordan hits Laura with a ripped piece and sends her crushing into a nearby car. He then stabs her and starts pounding on her, remarking that he followed his brother Drew that night he was killed by her. Jordan was scared when he saw what Laura did to all these people and just wanted to run away, but he had to do something. He wanted to take his brother out of that warehouse, but Drew could not make it and died in his arms. Laura tells Jordan that she was controlled and that the facility sent her. She doesn't remember his brother, but she remembers the Kingpin. Jordan tells her not to say that name and then pounds on her, telling her that his brother's name is Drew. Kingpin may have ordered the killing, but it's Laura who killed Drew. Laura feels Jordan's rage with every blow, remarking that she deserves every bit of it. Jordan beats the hell out of Laura until she falls down. He then contains her with reinforced adamantium cuffs, then throws her in a car's trunk, remarking that she wasn't that hard to take down, then throws a gas tube in the trunk to keep her dazed. Later on, Jordan arrives in the base and takes Laura out, then throws her in front of Kimura, who tells him that he did a good job, before asking Laura if she is ready to live up to her potential. Jordan would never have a chance beating Laura without weakening her and disabling her healing factor, even with all the injections he got to boost his power. I can see that Laura and Jordan will eventually join forces to take down Kimura, but time will only tell. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thanks for watching and have a nice one.